Hello everyone. So what I'm doing, I'm going to talk about this M5 I've been working on, and I've ended up stripping all the Vanos down, and it's been another place. They've made a pig's ear of it and we're going to sort it out. So I'll just give you a quick shabool of what I'm up to. So this is bank 2. This one wasn't so bad, but the main problem with these is these Teflon rings here. These Teflon rings, they leak, and it's a dead easy way of testing them, and I'll probably do that in a later video. And then I had the same on this bank, and they'd actually timed the camshaft wrong, and I couldn't get this out of the exhaust camshaft because it was one tooth out on the main cam. Then we had this one here, solenoid pack. I've actually just replaced 2 wires on that today. You can see there's some like kind of fancier looking yellow wires there. I've actually soldered them today because they'd actually destroyed the other ones. And I'll give you a quick look at them now. Just out of interest, this is a B38 Vanos system. As you can see, actuator or electronic solenoid. This is sort of the hydraulic part of the actuator, and then you've got your Vanos wheels, so they're much more simple than newer stuff. By contrast, you've got solenoid, which is what the newer solenoids look like, not 4 big ones per bank like that. Then you've got the hydraulic unit, which on a modern car is that. So from this, we've gone from this to this, which is pretty damn incredible if you ask me. Then I took the timing covers off because it was just easier in that sense, because I had a lot of problems with these Vanos wheels. I'll take you to the vehicle now because we've all finished work now. Got this is still here, this old E32 still here. We're still trying to get rid of that. So this is where I'm up to with this. So basically, I can actually go and get you that wheel again and give you a quick look at what's going on. So if we get this from bank 1, what had actually happened was, when this goes in the camshaft here like that, on the straight spline, what you have to do with these before you do it is you've got to basically rotate this all the way to the right, put pressure on, and then there's a sweet spot, and that's your sweet spot there, and that's how you time these up. But when it comes to taking it out, because they'd timed the camshaft wrong and it wouldn't lock up, the pin wouldn't line up, it would only go so far, and it would jam there. I couldn't get it out because obviously the cam was in the wrong position. Everything now is all kind of timed up, ready to... I'm just going to rebuild the unit with base and seals, the hydraulic units. So these are all loose and ready to go. Bank 1, obviously bank 2, it's all ready to go now. So everything's ready there to be built back up. So I'm going to get this one on the road soon. This one's going to be pretty much built up by the end of next week. Hopefully we should have this thing singing again. It just had a bit of a lack of power, that was the only thing. That was the main thing wrong with that. This one, it's got dodgy throttles, they're damaged. And I thought I'd do a live video because I haven't updated my blog for a while. And because I haven't updated it for ages and ages, it's easier to do a live video. Because from a live video, I can just whack it straight on the playlist. I don't have to do any editing, because I've actually got a couple of explainer videos coming up. So this is like where I work, basically. This is the work area. A couple of lads there still cleaning up. Just thought I'd give you all a bit of a tour, because you generally only ever see little bits of this place. This is my parts here for the M5. We've got a huge box of parts. I try and keep everything in order, really. I don't like chaos and mess. So, lad over there doing one job. Someone's doing a B38 here. Perhaps I can go and have a chat with him and see what he's up to. We're busy, basically, because we've got a good name for ourselves. This is the solenoids I was just showing you on the bench. This is what it looks like it's actually in the vehicle. You alright, Erky? I'm just live on this YouTube channel of mine, doing my blog post. So what actually goes wrong with the B38, Erky will probably find out when he strips it, is there's a mesh filter what falls off there, and I'll go back over there and show you what goes wrong with it. And then you lose a lot of oil pressure and you end up with the Vanos sticking. There's eccentric shaft there for Valvetronic. This is all the Valvetronic system here. There's your return springs, etc. Go on, carry on. Don't be shy. I'm in Erky's way here, aren't I? Sorry, mate. So this was actually stripped at another place. We can't say where for professional reasons. And they didn't bother contacting the customer whatsoever. And they said, oh, we've stripped your engine and it's going to cost this much to sort it out, but they never got any authority to do it, which was absolutely terrible. So they basically brought it here, and it's good for us because, you know, we're getting a lot of work, aren't we, Erk? You know, we're busy constantly. So, right, I'm going to go back over there now and show everyone what goes on with these B38 Vanos wheels, basically. So that's a Vanos wheel, so take a good look at that and I'll show you what they look like on the bench arena. I think I'll go this way because I can't film any registration plates. So I'm going to have to temporarily go to the floor because I can't film any registration plates. So here we are. So that B38 engine you just seen then, what goes wrong with them is the timing goes out, it sticks, because what actually happens is on these, that's a good one, which I changed anyway, and the bad one, that's what happens to B38, even B48 actually, and that was exactly how it was. That's been sucked into the engine somewhere. So then what I did was I decided to open up the Vanos wheel. So this is an exhaust one. You'll never ever get that return spring back. It's so powerful, it's unbelievable. Once you open the screws on here, you'll never get the return spring back ever. And that is essentially a Vanos wheel. So when you've got, it just advances and retards the cam. You can see that's like the end stop 1, end stop 2, and it just spins like that. So it's basically not much different to this old school Vanos system, but of course with the old school one, instead of having something that turns like that with oil pressure, you have oil pressure still, but it kind of pushes it like this. So that's how the old Vanos works, and this is far superior, and it's just so expensive to make now. No one would be able to afford to make it, in my opinion. So they went from that cool system to this like more modern system, which although is obviously cheaper, as you can see, in my opinion, it's crap. It's just not up to the job at all, in my opinion, is that. And that's your advance and retard mechanism there. Obviously you can get problems with these. They're a bit like rotary Mazda rotary engines, aren't you? You've got like your tip seals. So that's your advance and retard. That's as simple as that. Advance and retard just moves like that. And then obviously when the engine shuts down, there's a massive return spring in there. There's no way you'll be able to get that back. I've actually unwound that. You have to turn that 360 degrees to lock it back on. It's massive, massive pressure. So when the engine locks, it snaps back in place every time. And that's commonly what goes wrong with Vanos wheels. They wear out a bit then. So, there you are. That's how it all works. And the last thing I did today was, after I did all the wiring repair on the Vanos solenoids, I checked the resistance was 3.6 ohms, which it was. And just for comparison, here's what the other garage did to this. That's what they did. They put a screwdriver in when they took the solenoids out and they destroyed the wires. So if I hadn't spotted that, we would have had massive problems with Vanos. So there you are. That's it. It's all done. So this bad boy will soon be singing. Thanks for watching. I'll whack this in the podcast playlist. Thank you.